Do money addicts engineer disconnection? Are the predominantly billionaires that own massive technology companies in a consumerist, capitalist, profit-centered model of business, do they make decisions that down the line engineer, create, promote, and support actual disconnection between humans, actual isolation in their consumers in order to support their own money addictions? Is there a cycle where a billionaire who owns a technology company that is algorithmically centered, let's just say, in how it operates, in how the revenue is generated, making choices about the techniques and tactics that are applied in this company that then reverberate into the consumer's life, into the hours in their day, into their lived experience of human connection or lack of connection, in a way that actively curates a disconnecting experience for that person. They become isolated, they become cultish, whether it's Make America Healthy Again, conspiracy theories, or certain styles of identity over association that ultimately lead to having no in-person connections, and all their friends and connections and community that they relate to is through the app, is through the algorithm, is through, not through the algorithm, but through the place where the algorithm is also located, thus increasing the hours spent on the app, thus increasing profit margins, increasing revenue for the billionaires in charge of these apps who have active money addictions. What is a money addiction? A money addiction is when someone is craving profit as a way to earn money, although it's not earned, it's not their labor, it's not their work, they don't deserve this money. This is money that is essentially stolen from time in other people's lifespan, which is whether it's the consumer's lifespan or the workers, the employee's lifespan. It's stolen money when someone is a billionaire to that extent. And that these people in this position are craving money, more money, far beyond what they actually need, not only to survive, but even what they need to thrive, or even what they need to have enjoyable experiences. Beyond that, that's an addiction. They're fiending. They need a fix. They need to see the numbers and profit go up, and there's no upper limit. There is never a time that a corporate executive that is making multiple millions of dollars a year, many, into the billions of net worth, millions, that is in charge of a technology company that's profit is coming from people's lifespan being sacrificed at the altar of, without the dramatics, their hours of their lifespan going into phone use, into using the application that then increases revenue. That executive is so eager to experience the dopamine hit of seeing profit increase that they're willing to sacrifice the well-being of their entire consumer base. By configuring those experiences, which is what their product is comprised of, is experiences that are essentially often algorithmically curated, that those experiences become acts of crafted, engineered disconnection. How does that happen? The algorithm learns if you get this person to cut more and more people off, they spend more time on the algorithm, and that gets profit, and the goal is profit. Because the money addict is never satisfied with an upper limit of profit. There is no stopping. There's no achievement. There's no benchmark of we're done, we did it, we got them on their phone 7 hours a day, that's enough. It's not enough for them because they have an addiction. They're an active money addiction. Most of the people in leadership positions, I'm not talking about engineers making exorbitant amounts of money. You don't need $400,000 for making more apps. No one needs apps. That's optional. You're not a healthcare worker at the end of the day. You're just not. At the beginning of the new day, we see what you're doing, and it's not very helpful at all. But I'm not even talking about the cogs in the machine of the technocracy or whatever. I'm not talking about the engineers working on these apps. I'm talking about the people in charge that are fiending for a dopamine hit fix to soothe their money addictions. And where does that come from? It comes from profit. Where does profit come from? You're sacrificing hours of your lifespan in their app. That's how they increase revenue. 7 hours of our lives per day on average. Not enough? There's no upper limit. They won't stop. I heard someone once say that they've been in boardroom meetings and the underlying implication is they want people on their phone 24 hours a day, every day of our lives. We sacrifice our lifespan to what? To soothe their money addiction? Go to treatment. Get fucking therapy. Drink a glass of water, Jeff Bezos. What are you doing? And we think drug addiction is bad. Check on the money addicts. They're the ones running this. Again, especially that have control over platforms that use algorithms, because that's where engineered disconnection comes into play. Yes, Jeff Bezos is using highly unethical marketing tactics and so many fundamentally flawed, destructive, hyper-consumerist tactics to grow his net worth. But ultimately, I'm more concerned about people like Mark Zuckerberg or the people who own TikTok or any platform, especially Meta. I mean, come on. Any of these places, but they all work together to isolate human beings, to isolate their consumers. So we consume more, so they soothe their money addictions by earning more profit, by stealing our lifespans. Do you hear what I'm saying? I've said the same exact one little premise multiple times in hopes that someone eventually hears me. I know we all know, but we're still not talking about it enough. And you know why? Because guess who owns the platforms where we have discussions about what's going on in the world? The same money addict billionaires, the same people using the same algorithms that are intrinsically taught to deprioritize critical analysis of the way these apps destroy human beings' lives. Do money addicts engineer disconnection? I would answer what I just said. How would you answer that question based on what you just heard? Based on, better yet, your lived experience.